a lot of aggravation, a lot of anger towards each other here. Donald Trump supporters and protesters clashing on L Street here in San Diego. And at this point, they're just being allowed to basically do whatever they want to, Kimberly. We basically seen police try to funnel people away, and I don't know if you can see, looks like somebody just threw an egg up onto one of the windows of the Hard Rock Hotel here on L Street. Just one of the many items we've seen being thrown here. Police have been trying to funnel people away from here, but we saw all of these officers in full riot gear walk all the way down L Street here. We thought they were going to try to separate some of these people, but then they stood up here at the corner of L Street and 6th Avenue in downtown San Diego, and they're simply watching all of this. Now you've got the crowd cheering. There's Donald Trump supporters up here in the hotel. You can see items are being thrown. You know, it's pure chaos out here right now, Kimberly, and we're not seeing a whole lot that law enforcement's doing to stop any of it. We've seen a handful of arrests over the past 30-45 minutes, but I mean, as you can see, and I see another bottle that was just thrown. You can see, I mean, they have just swarmed this street. Now, I want Scott, turn around. I want to show you, Kimberly, the riot police now inching up. Here, we're going to stand off to the side in front of this this police car so that they don't push us over. But they're inching up. Obviously, it looks like they may have had enough of all of this. I mean, there are at least 1,000 people on both sides here who have just collided on this street. And as we were told throughout the course of the day, the San Diego Police Department would have zero tolerance for violence. So they're asking this guy who was just sitting on the cop car to stand up. He's getting out of here. They're inching closer. They have their batons ready. Their masks are down. And they mean business here, Kimberly. It looks like they're going to approach this crowd of people and do what they can to try to disperse this potentially continuing violent situation. Kimberly, you get the feeling it's going to be any second that these officers are going to come in. I mean, you can just kind of get the sense by looking at them. We've seen about 4 or 5, and that just got destroyed. A plastic bottle is just thrown at this police car behind me. Okay, it looks like it could get bad over here. Turn right, Scott, turn right. So, a number of people have surrounded this car, this cop car right here. They're shouting at each other over this cop car, and there are no members of law enforcement here. The only sign of any law enforcement is the actual police car, and again, the SWAT team, members of law enforcement in riot gear behind us are continuing just to stare at the situation. You continue to see things thrown back and forth, and people are watching from their hotel rooms here, just in amazement that this is going on right now in downtown San Diego, Kimberly. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this really seems like if you were going to have the zero tolerance policy that they preached all day, that you would step in here. I mean, we've seen in other cities where police cars were destroyed. It wouldn't take a whole lot. And you can see, Kimberly, we're going to have to toss it back to you. Here they come! Here they come!
The cops are coming behind us.
pushing us. They're pushing us. Here we go.
Trump is not the answer. Trump is not the answer. Yeah.
You still on the phone with them? No.
Fucking hit hard. Cop hit me.
What's in your IFB?
Nothing. They went to O'Reilly.
Okay, well then there you go.
But she said she was gonna cut back in potentially.
This is like,
God damn.
yeah. Yes.
That cop hit me with that.
Send me an email.
They obviously don't give a shit.
Thank you.
Hit me right on the bone.
8:30.
This thing's gonna be burning by 8:30.
LA heard some radio chatter about tear gas.
What has been going on, guys? Things are getting even crazier. It's gotten so crazy. We're gonna take it to the ground shot because it is crazy. But I mean, it's not so crazy that we watched the Facebook live stream because it's just
I
nuts.
don't understand why they push her.
There was a scar.
Well, to rescue the car.
I still be knocking these motherfuckers out. But I'm not. Because I know that's what y'all want us to do.
It got pretty intense for a second in yourself.
Are they still in?
What if,
Shuffling around.
Bold choice.
We still in programming?
We are seeing a lot of your tweets coming in, guys. And our Twitter handles are on a lot of
well, they were pushing us. I'm like waving this in front of their face.
Look at my arm. I got something right in the arm.
I'd go back
Is that
to
right?
yeah.
Oh, they're behind us now, too.
Look behind us, too. Bruce was saying everyone is just performing for their cameras.
I sense that sometimes, but there was a really, with that intense moment, that was pretty, that wasn't.
That was pretty intense. Pretty crazy, guys. We do have multiple angles of us here picturing right now.
We need to.
There we go. Where are they going? Are we gonna know? Okay. That was an announcement regarding the number of people getting out. We're staying here for continuous Trump protest coverage in San Diego. Again, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. All 2,200 of you guys, 2,300. We're seeing those numbers go up. Obviously, we appreciate that you guys are tuning in. Fox 10 News now is your source for all of this Trump coverage, this anti-Trump coverage. It's been a crazy Trump day. We've been on Trump since this morning covering we've been covering the Trump rally in Fresno, the protests in Fresno, the protests in San Diego, the Trump rally in San Diego.
And we stayed late with the Albuquerque protests because things were so crazy that, I think I stayed about half an hour late because things were being set on fire. They were just burning rubber all over the streets of Albuquerque and really wreaking havoc. So this has been a week-long process where we have been watching people, I don't even know what they're trying to accomplish, but it's been a week of chaos.
Lots of chaos. Let's go back to our ground shot now. It looks like Will Carr is taking his photog on a journey somewhere. Again, we want to give you guys all access to the happenings out in San Diego. Wherever you're watching around the world, you may be tuning in from Phoenix, you may be tuning in from the Ukraine. Who knows where you're tuning in from? We appreciate you guys spending your Friday evening here with us on News Now. Kinsey sacrificing her lunch for this.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Pita Jungle.
I'm sacrificing my time off for this.
I know Tsunami was off an hour ago. It's
But
a
we're here
holiday
for you guys.
weekend.
We're here for you guys. We need a Fox 10 News YouTube live on a
Don't read
Saturday
that out
and
loud.
Sunday.
Don't read that out loud. Because
No,
guess who would work that? We would.
I have Saturday and Sunday off, but I will be here Monday, Memorial Day, hanging out with you guys. And when we're not on, if you guys want to hang out with us, you know there's a way to do it. Let me just tell you how.
Nice segue, dude. Wilcar, double Wilcar. Wilcar is thirsty. Wilcar is hydrating.
You guys want to hang out with us?
Yeah,
When
if you
we're
miss
not
us,
on air?
if you miss a Saturday and Sunday,
That's what you can do. Find us on social media.
Instagram preferably is my favorite personally.
I like Instagram. I also like my personal Twitter. And my Snapchat.
That's
And my
true.
Facebook.
It's
The
true.
Facebook with the check mark is the real one, guys. But we know you're not here for this advertisement. You're here to see video of the protest. So we will take you back to that now. Protest in San Diego.
Did we lose Wilcar?
Right now we did. No, Mike has lost it. I bet he is. Alright guys, Kinsey and Tommy are joining you once again. This is crazy. It has been a busy day for us here on News Now because we've been covering Trump since this morning. I really feel like there's been this anti-Trump movement in recent days because we've been covering Trump events since he announced last year, but in recent days it seems like there are more and more protests springing up, and I don't know if that is a reaction to the fact that he's now in the state of California, typically a more Democrat-leaning state, or is it because everyone knows now that he's the GOP nominee, and they're like, oh, this is real now. I
Well,
think it could be that too.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that we've seen so many of you have tweeted us links to people talking about how they were paid to protest. So I think that's an element. Additionally,
But why more now than before?
because now he is the assumed nominee, you know, because now
Right.
he really is the threat. But it's like you were saying earlier, this is a guy where no publicity is bad publicity.
Right.
And he's getting so much attention that it really is just, it heightens his popularity.
You're right.
Because people look at it and go, that doesn't, people setting merchandise on fire and tearing up cars and accosting police officers and trying to break into buildings, that's not who I am. I don't relate to that. So I'm going to reject whatever they're saying.
Interesting. A lot of people out there, though, they've been there all day. Thankfully, the weather in San Diego is very pleasant, so they're not really dealing with any scorching heat. Pretty pleasant temperatures
And we've
to
seen,
protest. It's the kind of protesting weather you'd want. San Diego,
Well,
California, not gonna
we've
lie.
said the same thing about car chases, and we've been ripped to shreds on the internet. So I would take that. I'd take that one back. But
I'm just saying, if you're gonna protest, you probably don't want to protest in a
Phoenix,
snowstorm
yeah.
or a rainstorm or when there's
In
a
Phoenix
tornado
in
out
July.
or Phoenix in July. I'm just saying that if you're gonna pick a city to protest outside in the natural elements,
Yeah.
San Diego is pretty much up there at the top of your list.
If Mediaites watching, I'd just like to reiterate the fact that that's Samya Khan talking.
I know we love being written about on media, so bring it.
I admit that. But yeah, no, I think that you're right. But we haven't, I mean, we've had some tense moments, but for the most part, I wonder how many people just stumbled upon, because San Diego's such a nice part of town, the country. This is a holiday weekend. How many people are just hanging out around there because they're in San Diego for holiday? Or
So true. It is Memorial Day
And
weekend.
it's been so calm, and a lot of people don't really look like they're there to protest. They just kind of look like busybodies.
I do see some of the other cable networks talking about how arrests were made at the San Diego rally. That's the big story on their network. Arrests made at the San Diego protest.
Can we see how many? Like, can we use Google News or?
You mean research, Kinsey? Do my job? What?
Let's see if there's. I heard Walt Carr say something about it earlier, but I don't know how many. He was whispering. I think it was.
Well, some of the latest reports say that
Wait,
one person.
is this happening right now?
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? Look at him, and of course he's in a ridiculous shirt. Look at that. We're gonna ask you to leave if you don't come down.
What? Say that again?
That was the best thing I ever saw.
Trying to see it looks like it looks like it's crowded and there's like all these people down here.
Anti-Trump and there are Trump supporters. It seems like they're not in the hat. A lot of people are wearing the hats in the area, right? They all are not that way. Climbing onto military, that has been moved. And all of the police. It's just how it is. Trying to source this down. How 200 people decided to just sit down.
Fight. Zeke Miller, political reporter from Time. This person just, hopefully it loops, but this person just punches him in the face. You see that? And that looks like a meeting. What the heck? This is outside in San Diego.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. I look so tired.
All right, let's go back.
Let's go back.
There's jogging.
Just get in there, police officers need to get in there and just kind of split that up. Those people haven't been arrested, but the ones who were throwing bottles into the run back, medicine bottles, who were throwing punches.
Crazy, Kinsey. Like a media badge? Is it a Trump badge?
Sorry about that. About what?
I need plenty of food.
Okay,
I'm
alright.
going to my mom's house. Just get food from Salvucci's to take over there. I'm gonna have to charge my phone a little bit so I can find the box.
That's a purchase. There's a lady wearing it.
Yeah, she said no standing in the furniture, but whatever.
Yeah, she's coming back.
So we're doing bottle service.
I think we might be fighting. Yeah, it's pretty tall. There's no we have movement.
Oh, they're gonna move in on that center group now? That's gonna be a tough one. Those people aren't gonna move. And they're not really doing anything. You would think they would just let them stay there. Yeah, so that back gets set down too. That's a lot. Just let go. Like pushed. Just like. Okay, this is going to be a standoff between the police and the protesters sitting.
Approaching police officers.
Mexican standoff.
Do y'all want to stand up?
No, we can't. We can't stand
No, it's not in front of getting bottle service.
Hashtag dad.
I understand this position. I would be trying to avoid them, but it seems like there's actually pushing officers right now. That's what we're seeing right now. Officers slowly approaching these protesters. I need to turn my phone
This is the final standoff. Oh, they took that guy out. Got Tim's.
I know, we were on the other side We're not sitting. We're sitting.
Putting that water to the
They're moving again.
that you want to see. Oh, no, it's not. It's hitting real. Yeah,
Okay.
they've got their guns. Whatever. They've got their sticks drawn.
Get your police paraphernalia straight.
All hands on deck. Just call them all like we
He's got a Kobe Bryant shirt.
Yeah, we didn't even know.
We didn't either. We thought it was like Granny.
Backing up into the cops. He's on the other side.
They're from Texas. Like, they like
Got signs here.
my mom texted us like 2 nights ago. She's like, they didn't trust me in the convention center.
Please, something. Oh, free speech area. Ah, he's trying to say, any cops, this is a free speech area. Oh, they're moving.
I would honestly just get away
Oh, bam! Did you see that mace? Just saw that kid get maced in the face.
Again, let us know what you guys think about the chaos outside of down there in Trump spoke in San Diego. Our Twitter handles are
Look at him, he's down on the ground. Watch, he's gonna come up, he'd be all fucked up.
They've got one guy down right here.
Neo-human mom saying these protesters ignore the police and the law. It's a pattern.
said. I was gonna say. And looks like we are about to watch an arrest being made. Look at this person. Ooh, so. Why do you fight back?
Reddit gold user saying it only proves Trump's points, these protests here. Another viewer saying this whole ordeal is so crazy you might have to pull Will Carr out or we'll have to expect him in the wreckage.
No,
oh my
I
gosh.
did see Will in the mix earlier, but he's doing a good job. Like, you can actually show Will Carr's shot. Will is good at staying out of the fray.
Yeah.
Will is in the safe zone right now.
There's Will.
Yeah.
There's Will Carr. This is everything else. But it looks like he's about to do a hit soon, so we might take that live once again once he starts speaking and giving us the live
no,
report.
here we go again. We're back.
Sombrero watch?
That's what they're saying in the newsroom.
Sombrero watch?
Yeah, I heard one of the producers say it.
Well, it's the thing that stands out in this crowd.
Oh, what? This is so scary to me.
Oh my god. Oh my
So
god.
you and I were just talking about them trying, how do you get all of these people out of this area? I think we're watching how you do that.
Well, it's crazy. We see so much movement over here, and yet on the Will Carr feed, there's really nothing happening. Is this a different part of the street corner? Look, and see, this seems relatively calm, and then there's just heavy movement from this angle.
Well, obviously they've mapped out the venue and they have mapped out where the trouble areas are, and they're probably just trying to get them all to a specific area. But now look at Will Carr's shot. Will Carr's shot is now looking like it's getting a little squished. I'd go back to the big shot.
Oh, they're pushing them.
Oh my gosh!
I got you. I don't know where. I don't know. Do you have the camera somewhere?
They don't even have the camera because they've been separated so much.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. All right. I found the camera. They're pushing everybody.
Again, guys, this is live, unedited, raw. Viewer discretion is
Your
advised.
discretion.
I don't know what time it is, guys. You're watching other programs. I saw.
Get it together.
They made us come inside because they were
Yeah, that's true.
That's so funny, but it's true.
That's hilarious.
I'm willing to do pretty much anything but get locked out of my own zone.
As long as it's not a police
Tram's still stuck in there.
maybe a
I would have loved to see this tram just go over like 45 people. Just like giblets flying up in the air. Well, All right.
I heard you talking to somebody. I have no idea what control room. I have no idea who your anchor is.
This is my favorite day of my life. I've like never been happy.
I wasn't there. I was in Vancouver, I think. I wasn't part
Well,
of
it's on Capitol.
Like it could have been a
You know, on
World War
Capitol.
Island. That's what they did.
You know what? You're right. I quit. I'm gonna hang out with you.
So it's and they're prepared to keep them out here till 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's what the guy said last year.
I would
No, when Tesla's left though,
For a little on the air,
I know people come out here.
That was earlier.
What's happening? I can't hear a word.
Oh, I could fit between.
What if they had one of those strikes?
I don't know why they're supposed to be at all.
They might as well just leave. Like there's not. There's no way.
I'm not sure what's
You
happening.
can't read it. It's
Because
up on the
like
top.
the publicity you get when you fuck up.
I'm not sure.
You only want to do
The
that
one,
now.
the green one or this glass one?
Yeah, the glass one.
I got glass. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Chicago's
It's just
exactly
you
the
can tell this one, not can tell this.
So this one guy like tilted his head
Looks like it's not.
and he beat the living shit out of about 300.
That's awesome. The white one is going to book for me last minute. That's the point of me.
Oh.
Cheaper than this one. And I'm like, yes, very testy will tell you I saw on leave. I don't want you guys to change my mind too often. I said, it was the same name.
Oh, I don't know.
That's very nice, right? Yes, I can pick myself.
Uptown.
Well, at least you know.
We had like
I don't think the wedding is happy.
This is crazy shit. We can't go and actually run home. Everyone can have to get us. We got a seminar today.
10 people down there. Their flags. The bartenders were afraid. It's not
Thank God for the
a
second
job
loss.
site. The next one came in straight up like, they just kept it. What do you got? Oh, you got the Samsung, right?
6 piece. And like, I almost dropped it in my beer, but it wouldn't. It saved my life. Like that, that's my whole life.
You should tell the salespeople that happened. Like, hey, thank you for making my phone too dirty.
Thank you for making my phone too large. It's also a fine glass.
It's right next door.
Yeah, but you would have to have like this.
I got the active.
No, right there. You get hotel names over
Right,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Give me
it's
that
on the
battery.
top of the
You
wall.
got the battery? Just to your right. It survived the motorcycle.
Above you, above you.
Outside, like.
Maybe have a pair of bags. All lighted.
Border Patrol walking down. It's where Border Patrol is strong.
And I said, Happy Friday.
Even the arm as well.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it.
I'm not
Yeah. So it's just hanging out with my friends.
I'm kind of debating like the flashback of the FTS, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Or are you gonna make a political statement? You know me, I don't make strong statements. Some points I got
There's like 30 protesters left.
Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
Just go on.
I'm gonna try to get this. You've lost.
You're done.
Get in your bicycles. And trust me, none of those bicycles are making up that bridge.
They're all fixies.
Yeah. No, there's no way under it. You can't get over that. Oh yeah, there's no bridge.
That means that little car will be speaking in 30 seconds. Probably 20 minutes.
Bob is literally the worst. Because it's just like so quiet. Are you the soul?
How do you feel about
Yeah. I'd say give him 2 years.
Did you
you like cry and shake your hand and say, please stay with me?
No.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
How many times did he look at your feet?
Honestly, most of the moves he made,
Did he say what's your favorite number?
were pretty solid. It's
And that Patricia, well, they're quite tense over the last hour or so. Moved in, surrounding many of the protesters and some of the Trump supporters getting into it. And now they're pushing everybody down Harbor Drive, which is parallel to the San Diego Convention Center. See, they got a full riot here. They basically pushed everybody here around the block. At one point, members of the media were getting mixed up in the fray. So they just continue to push everybody back here. They'll do this periodically every couple of minutes. You just heard them say, hold, and you can see, I want to see Scott come over here. You can see a number of officers pushing across the convention center right here, running down. Any melee that can happen down at the end of the convention center. I can tell you right now, I see an officer with a gun that shoots out rubber bullets. They have seen gas containers that they couldn't use. So these protesters, you see people running down the street here, going down. We don't know what's going on at the end of the street.
That is the slowest jog ever.
Protest apparently.
I heard this is all flags.
Police officers' faces about an hour and a half ago. We saw some protesters punching a number of officers. They were arrested. We've seen a handful of arrests. I can still see a number of people running down Harbor Drive down here south.
I think somebody thought the cops would
Bay here in San Diego.
I'm sure
Let's turn
somewhere
back
there.
around and show you all the officers that we're seeing right now. You can see right here hundreds of officers. That's not continuing to push forward. So they have pushed everybody from L Street over here to my left, where you have the Omni Hotel, the Hard Rock Hotel on L Street. That's where a lot of the chaos was that we saw. They brought them all the way around here on the Harbor Drive, and now they're pushing everybody south on Harbor Drive. And as you can see, they're just moving right now. It seems like the crowd has dispersed because they actually gave them an outlet to move south here on Harbor Drive.
Everyone's lined up.
I'm like, here's a saucer, San Diego.
It's a class 5 fuel cell out here, Neil.
Like I said, that bridge is steeper than it looks. I've read that repeatedly on my bicycle. They're just gonna give up. That's why they're doing it. They're gonna close down.
When they chase you down, they're like, wait, are you trying to get
Somebody did something.
Until they break this off.
Yeah.
Except for these guys. They're like, yeah, we got so loud part of this chase. They're the Freddy Krueger of chasers.
Yeah.
No thank you.
Going to East
Lee
Village,
Ross.
everyone.
The email is lee@lee.com.
Next ride. It's either
So, what's not good? All those. Never mind. I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna say it. Well, too bad it's after that. Alright, let's get the hell out of
like,
downtown.
you know what? I'm done protesting. I gotta get my work
Elmo
out.
Heights and North Park. Yeah, that's like the north section, I guess. That's Mission Valley. That makes me want to throw up even. So if you go up 80s, Mission Valley, you take 15 south from the 80s, and you get Adams, so there's an area in San Diego where there's 5 lines of green. It's all yellow. It's not much of an we're down there because we have jobs. It's hard to get into people. It's like go forward, go behind, and then it's very like the second day I was like,
Every night of the week there's
absolutely. Thursday, Thursdays, Taco Tuesdays, Monday. I need like a
Whiskey Wednesday is starting to get
Taco Tuesdays pretty solid.
Yeah, I can understand that.
We come together and we're getting people moving.
More places in the
It's the key to life.
Well, it's faster.
Here's what I like about you. You come together, you move me. It's pretty close. Pretty close.
You're only allowed to compare the underdog.
Well, I'm extremely white.
Logan's still wider.
I grew up in Alaska.
Hello, all. What's the thing we've got?
You totally turned.
Well, no matter what we say, we're still born in Missouri, so
Where are you at?
you can never escape.
My mom is retired.
Right here.
Homie Tom.
Round shot right here. Obviously, less folks here now around 5:30 compared to what it was like 4 hours ago.
Police presence, if you switch it back, is kind of
I enjoyed our staff to be together.
Oh, God.
MSNBC and Fox working together. They're friends. Looks like the cameraman turned away. They didn't want to show the friendship.
As well as Kinsey and Sammy have been providing you guys coverage all morning and afternoon and now into the evening hours here. Welcome everybody to that Fox 10 News Now stream, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We are watching this all unfold live right now. Protesters clash, San Diego. You are watching this all unfold right now on the Fox 10 News Now stream. We do appreciate you guys being part of it. Welcome. right, folks, welcome to the Fox 10 News Now stream. We can see this has been the same shot for a little bit here. We're looking at protesters in San Diego hours after the Donald Trump rally finished up. So welcome, everybody. I do really appreciate you guys being part of this stream right here. We've been watching and really covering Donald Trump extensively today. Samia started it all off with a 10 a.m. Fresno rally, and then there was protesters at that venue as well, and then outside the venue, and then we moved to San Diego where there was another rally where Donald Trump did the rally. And now the difference between this and Fresno is that, well, the people, the protesters, really just didn't leave the area, didn't leave the outside of the convention center, and that's where we're at right now. That's what we're watching live right now. There was, about an hour, 90 minutes ago, there was a little chaotic scenes there and there between maybe a protester and someone else, but nothing really that we've seen really hardcore with a police or protester. So that's the good thing. They've been pushing these people further and further out of the way from the convention center, but who knows how long this is really going to last. At least right now, it's not happening like it was in Albuquerque earlier this week where there was those violent protests happening. So we'll see what happens right here on the Fox 10 News Now stream. I do appreciate you guys watching right now, and I just wanted to check in with you guys and hope you guys are having a great start to your Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people are asking, what is this sound right here? No, this is not part of our newsroom. This is just an ambient sound that we are hearing in San Diego. Well, folks, you are watching this right now on the Fox 10 News Now stream where not too many more protesters left, but you see the police there in the top right of your corner there, and this is just getting embarrassing now for these protesters. I mean, at this point, you're really, come on, folks, just go home, relax, take it easy. You don't have to be all up in arms.